Good morning. Happy to be with the energetic crowd. I vividly remember on 29th July 1992, official birthday of my wife. I went to Jalgaon railway station to see my friend off to his hometown. As a young engineering graduate, there was a question in my mind. Now what next? And suddenly my friend asked me, Deepak, what are you going to do next? And with utmost confidence and my eyes shining, I told him, I will build 200 crores company. Trust me. He laughed at me. Had it been you there, probably you would have laughed too. Because I was standing with utmost confidence and my empty pockets were there. He laughed. I saw him off and started walking home. Suddenly, reality hit me. And reality hit me very hard. Because that day, I remember there is no food at home. We were facing severe financial crunch and we didn't have enough food at home. A young engineering graduate with thoughts, that guilt, that fear. I started walking. Though there is something else that I was selected in Bajaj Auto as a trainee engineer. My joining date was 1st of September 1992. I have to work for 30 days. I get my first paycheck on 7th of October 1992. Ladies and gentlemen, I am standing on 29th July. 70 days to pass. No food. My two younger brothers, my parents, all were pretending everything is fantastic. We are not worried. But eventually you realize there is no food smell coming from kitchen, no utensil sound, an absolute fear. That panic, I walked out of Jalgaon railway station and suddenly I saw a board on my right. It is still there. Hotel Anjali. It was written, येथे नौकरांना दररोज पगार दिला जातो in Marathi. What does that mean? Waiters are paid daily for their wages. Something clicked inside me. It's not humiliation. It's an opportunity. My job is done. I asked for the job. Next day morning, 12-hour shift, 8 a.m. I start. I finish my shift sometime more. I will be paid 8 rupees a day. Guys, just imagine the young engineer who's just given his final exam, looking forward to join in Bajaj Auto, a respectable job, and he's serving in hotel. My engineering degree gave me future, but this plate which I was serving in hotel gave me that present I could feed my family. That was the day I remember that tough times give tough people too. And ladies and gentlemen, the first day of my salary, the owner dropped those 8 rupees coins in my hand. And that sound, I still have goosebumps, trust me. Because that day, after many days, probably there would be enough food at my home. 8 rupees were more than enough those times. I still remember that time. I took the money and all way I was walking around and I could see, I could hear, I could feel, yes, there will be food. People see good times and your success, but nobody sees what's underneath it. By then, 2004, my wife was well settled. I had 2 children. Younger was 6. Little one had just arrived. We had a happy, absolute family. We were having good time, good car, good home. I used to work relentlessly from 8 o'clock in the morning till 11 o'clock. Sometimes more. And then I used to play with my kids once I come home. So one day my wife asked me, Deepak, why do you have to work so hard? We have everything. We have everything. You have a good car, good home, beautiful family. Then I told her, I have not told you the story aloud before. The story did not start here at the hotel. It is not motivational to see your parents worried about their one-time meal. It is not poetic. It is not at all poetic to have starvation and talk about things. So I told her there was a time when I was in 9th. Our family situation was any which ways bad. Getting 10th passed or getting 10th educated was big time concern for my dad. So he took me to my relatives. There was no hope. Finally, he took me to my bua. We went to a village named Chopra. My dad with folded hand requested, just take care of his education for 1 year. I'll be grateful to you. My bua was reluctant. But my cousin, Gopal Bhai, he nodded and said, I'll take care of his education for 1 year. No worries. And that was relief. I could feel that relief. Yes, my life is going to change. But ladies and gentlemen, in boxing they say, the punch hits hard and hurts you more, which is never expected. And that one line came to me, which my bua said in Marathi, Gopya, घरात गू आणून ठेव पण या दिप्याला आणू नकोस. It roughly means get the shit in home but not this boy. And there was reason. She was not wrong. I can't blame her because I was that kind of student. Very badmash, very naughty, what not you can call me for, but I was not worth even. But that one line gave me direction. That one line changed. I cried for hours. A teenage boy crying, not showing his weakness that he's crying. But yes, I cried. And that day I realized, is it that I'm so worthless? Is it that zero value for me? Even a shit compared better? That day, that 16-year-old boy, that's me. I made my mission. I will create value. I'll create for whatever I do and myself. That boy decided. I passed out with flying colors. By then Bua turned her mind and she was happy. Once I passed, she said, Gopal, you gave me Koila, but he turned out to be a Kohinoor. For that 16-year-old boy, that was the first proof that yes, value is created. And I started on that journey then on. But again, since the situation was same, there was no opportunity. What do I do next? No future education is guaranteed. So she said, I can't give you something more, but yes, I'll give you two options. Either you start Bhelka Gadi or you start selling uniforms on the lorry. I had an entrepreneur in me. I thought, yes, maybe if I start Bhelka Gadi, I may not grow. And yes, if I start selling uniform, maybe I'll have shop or maybe I'll have factory or something or the other. So I decided to do that. And the 16-year-old boy started selling clothes on the lorry. 8 days passed in the heat of Jalgaon, that is Chopra, 45 to 48 degrees C. I'm standing for 8 days, nothing is sold off. The boy without chappal or any footwear, just standing on the road. The sun is scorching. The heat is burning through my skin. Ladies and gentlemen, with that situation, that 16-year-old boy was crying, tears in his eyes, as I saw a board which was written 200 crore. That was deposit of Satpura Urban Bank. And barely I could read those zeros with my tears. Something clicked inside me. Already there is no value, so let's create a value. One day I'll become a 200 crore company. That 16-year-old boy, that's me, I decided that we will build 200 crore company. This is what became my mission, my vision. And then on, it was never look back. We decided, I started that way. And ladies and gentlemen, I told my wife, people see all the success today, but nobody sees what has happened. Nobody sees what you have gone through. Your difficult years are the years those make you. Those are the years, they are there for transition. So sometimes what happens, we compare our day 1 or our step 1 with somebody else's step 20 or maybe 20 years. Always remember, there is a struggle. It is said, history paves path to the future. History paves path to the future. But it depends how you translate, how you transit that current situation. How do you curate? That defines it. Therefore, my challenging days always gave me something which I look forward to. And I started calling it one principle, one philosophy, which Chinese bamboo has done. How many of you know Chinese bamboo? This Chinese bamboo, once the seed is sowed, nothing happens. Nothing happens for 4 to 4.5 years. Absolute bare ground. But underneath the ground, the roots are getting stronger. They are making network. And within 6 months, this Chinese bamboo shoots up to 80 feet. Because he knows one day he has to rise 80 feet in just 6 months, so he has to make his roots so strong. That philosophy I have taken in my life. Ladies and gentlemen, our time, our difficult time is our root building. Our root building may be situational for everybody, it's different. For me, it was my basic communication. I'm from a village. I could not even speak correct and clear Marathi. I had to learn Marathi. English was the next step. Probably today I may be able to communicate a little better. I could say so. So therefore, I have realized one simple principle in my life, which life gave me. It threw a challenge and I stood by it. That is ROOTS. R stands for respect any work what you get, because your survival is important. Ladies and gentlemen, a qualified engineer like me, had it been, I would have been ashamed to lift that plate in the hotel. Do you think I would have been standing and talking to you? Do you think? Definitely no. So respect your work. Outlast difficult seasons, because the temporary pain may decide your permanent decision. So do not get afraid of. Own your value. That was the basic core for me. I need to create my value. Your situation, circumstances may be temporary. Your value is permanent. Know your value. T. Here comes the rear transit of line. Turn your pain into purpose. Once the thing broke you, mind it well, once the thing broke you, may become a thing that can heal someone. So have your purpose well. Strengthen others. If you are successful, it's an achievement. But the success improves someone else's life, becomes legacy. That is what roots is. Today, with that thought, that pain into purpose, we have a simple policy in our company. For operator level education, operator level people, education for their children is free. Whether it is girl, boy, same facility, same opportunity. We built hostels because my mom was an orphan She died when I was just 23, 24. I mean, when I was 3 and she was 23, 24. So I found a purpose for her. We built hostels. And do you think we do this because charity is good? No. Because that 16-year-old boy even thinks today that the pain he has gone through, no other person whose worth should face it. That's the thought process. Your struggles are not the sign. Your struggles are not the sign that success is delayed or that time is against you. That is preparing you. That is preparing you for your roots. That is preparing you for your character and moreover your purpose. Your purpose. That's important. The thing that once broke you may become the very thing can build others. But ladies and gentlemen, with this journey of pain to purpose, the journey of pain to purpose, transit well. Thank you.